Hi there, Hot Tops. I am Marcus Boston, the producer of High Off the Glass with Tha Great. I want to thank you for listening to High Off the Glass. Hope you're enjoying the marriage of basketball and marijuana. Please follow the show on Instagram at High Off the Glass, and that is High Off the Glass, THA, not THE. On Twitter at _glass. Follow our gracious and well-informed host, Tha Great, on Twitter at Tha Great. And once again, that the is THA, not THE. Follow him on Instagram at Tha Great _. Also follow the show on Facebook at High Off the Glass. And if you're feeling old school, you want to give us an email, it's highofftheglass@gmail.com. So please share, tag, comment, and DM the show with any kind of questions, conversations, even when we be on the show. You know, we are very quick with responding, and let's keep building our community. Okay? That's enough of me. Enjoy the show.
All right, we're back. We're back. I can't believe it. We made it, y'all. Welcome to High Off the Glass. We are here, y'all. We made it to episode 3. I am so happy to be here. And my guest today, oh my goodness, I am ecstatic. I am elated. Any other word you could think of that starts with the letter E, I am that. To have my brother Kizzy, recording artist, in the house.
Yo.
Everybody say what's up to Kizzy. Kizzy is here.
What's the word, what?
I am, thank you, brother, for
man.
taking the time. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do it, but you did it. You took the time out to come to High Off the Glass, talk a little hoops, talk a little marijuana. You know what we do here, so thank you.
Hey, man, Hashitashi.
All right. I don't know what to say to that, but all right. I wanted to get into you, man. Like you, real talk, I've known you for a couple years now. I'm blessed to know you. Yeah. You are really, and I'm not just saying this to gas you up, you are a good dude.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You are a really real and good dude, man. I've seen you, bro, since the short amount of time, and I've known you for some years.
Yeah.
Them short years that I've known you, I've seen you at your lowest, and you know what I'm saying, doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, wow.
That's love, bro. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Some people don't stick around for the lows and highs.
Yeah.
Like they only around you when you're good.
True.
You know when you're up in life. Yeah.
True. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I was there for both. You know what I'm saying?
I am too.
Right. And be there for many more, you know what I'm saying? Many more highs.
For sure.
But how long have you been doing hip hop? How long has it been in you? What's going on?
Tay Diggs, I first fell in love with hip hop. Now let me there's some seriousness going on. Man, I can say dearly over 20 years.
20 years.
Dearly. That I knew what was going on with it and what I like truly, not just a beat, because we're at an age where it's not just a doom and you're dancing and getting high.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I can truly tell you, I knew that I loved hip hop when AZ made Sugar Hill.
Ooh,
I can definitely tell you, I knew
that was that shit.
I knew as a person.
Okay.
When I heard AZ and Sugar Hill, I was like, yeah, bro, this is a feeling.
Man, that was it. Yeah. Really realized the nice reality. Fuck who's up, man. No shit. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I thought I almost said Life's a Bitch. Why did I just think I was doing the Life's a Bitch verse? I just thought I switched to that right quick, like that fast. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's hard.
That's when I can tell you.
Okay.
That was like my first.
What was your first hip hop record that you? Let me ask you this: what was your first hip hop record that you bought with your own money?
Own money. Lifes and Times of Sean Carter Volume 2.
The Volume 2 joint.
What? Jigga who?
Okay.
Them joints.
Okay.
Them joints.
In that Volume 3?
Is it?
Yeah, that's Hard Knock Life. That's Hard Knock Life.
You right. I said so.
Yeah.
Because the gold one is the first one. That's with him and Foxy on it.
Yeah.
Diverted Be My Sunshine.
Yeah.
That was that one.
That album was a flop. Yeah. It had some bangers on it.
They
though.
didn't care for it. I think you had to be a straight Sean Carter fan at that time.
You do. It had some bangers on it, but it wasn't like, the other ones. Yeah. But what did you buy with your own money?
That
Hard Knock Life?
Yeah, I can go before then, maybe before then, and tell you Mary J. I remember buying Mary J. All right, so Street Side Record. Like,
oh yes,
and
shout out to Street. We miss you, Street Side. I used to work there, by the way. Man.
in North County. The one behind the McDonald's.
I worked at the Delmar one. Yeah, the
I-
one North County. Yes.
Yes, I went there.
Right by the Toys R Us. Miss you, Toys
And
R Us.
what was the Mary, the remix Mary? Brooklyn.
With her and Jay-Z?
No. I don't think this is right. It might have even been Craig Mack on this remix. I'm trying to think of how the song went. I remember buying the tape, because I had to get the tape. My old man had a tape.
Yeah.
And I had the tape, and it was one side.
Is that Real Love remix?
There it is, Real Love.
Oh, the Real Love. Yeah, Real Love. Yeah, that had that remix had Biggie on it.
What I say, Craig Mack?
Yeah, they had a couple versions.
And I think they ran it on his beat actually. Bro, it was so long ago. I could definitely. I would have
You
to Google
paid for that with your own money.
on my own money.
That was your first one.
The tape cassette single side
Wow.
A.
You bought Real Love the single.
The beat was fucking.
That was your that beat
It was the remix because it wasn't the real one. It was the
Yeah.
It was the remix. It was the beat that just.
Yeah. That's Puffy at his finest right there. Not Diddy. I don't know that dude. I know Puffy.
Yeah, Puffy.
You know what I'm saying?
Before the dancing.
Yeah, I grew up with that. No, he was dancing back then.
He was dancing.
Bro,
it was kind of cool when he had Joe to see them. Like, he wasn't all in the video with the shiny suits yet.
Bro, no, not at all. But he was backup dancing for like a lot of them. What is it? MCA record acts.
I can believe
You know what I'm saying? Heavy D,
I can
Joe to see. You know, all he had to work up to that A&R. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, I definitely could believe that.
Puffy knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying?
But I can honestly say around that time, because
First one.
I know around 97, 98, I was buying the Twister and the Do or Die, Play With My Emotions.
Yeah.
I remember buying those, but before then, I know I bought Mary J. Yeah, and I know I bought Mary J first. And then I got the whole joint for Christmas one of them years.
What makes you love hip hop and keep doing it to this day?
The fact that it's a feeling. It's a vibe. Like doing it like that is a vibe. Like what I truly, truly love is you can't, like, though they water it down. You know, some people don't like the dancing aspect of it. Some people don't like the bars part of it. Like, you know, and somebody like they only want bass heavy beats, or they don't like the old East Coast sound. Or,
Right.
Like and my view of it all is music is just a vibe. It is a feeling. And like you just can't get away. Whether it's you know, the franchise boys was snapping my white tee, or if it's Hove, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or if it's Hove,
Yeah.
like Lyrical Exercise.
Yeah,
You know, it's just some days I might want to hear. I might want to hear Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right.
then I cut on some days and I wake up and I'm feeling like Jeezy.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
Jeezy
yeah.
has a certain
Yeah.
mystique to it. So it's just like music and hip hop in that form is just like your everyday vibe.
Yeah.
I can wake up and you know what I'm saying, I can reminisce on my old man.
Yeah.
And I want to hear Al. You know, that's not rap, but you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I want to
right.
hear Al Green, or I want to hear Prince and Purple Rain.
Yeah.
But
Of
then I
course.
get back to it by like 6, 7 o'clock. It's just like, okay, here come the Jeezy again. Let's
Yeah.
go. You know.
So you just have an intense love of music.
That's it.
That's how that
it.
is.
I come from my old man had crates of records.
Yeah.
And then he had the tapes when them went out, and then he had a whole bunch of damn CDs with him
Yeah.
out. And so yeah. Like I just was always involved in music and sports.
Right.
It was always music. If you was in the house, they was playing spades and jamming music.
That's what's up. Okay, so it's embedded in you as it comes like from your family.
Yeah.
So, all right, what do you draw? I guess like with your hip hop now, because with your music that you do now, I don't want to just label it hip hop because you just do straight music. With your music now, you don't talk about just one thing. You know what I'm saying? And since you're in the hip hop genre mostly, they seem to. The stuff that we hear about on TV, they talk about one thing.
Yeah.
Or stuff that we hear on the radio, they talk about one thing.
Strictly one thing.
Your stuff goes in so many different places. Where do you draw your inspiration for that?
So real life, like, because to those who don't know me, you know, I go through situations and I got stipulations to where I can't do what I love doing all the time anymore. Sparking it up. But you know, it's the situations.
Sparking it. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that.
But the situations in life, like, you know, today I wake up and it's like, I love the world. Monday I wake up, man, fuck this job, fuck this girl who's in this house. Like, them badass kids kept me up all night.
Right,
like,
right.
And so, and then technically, like, you know, you get outside and you live life. And then I go around the corner and Who Shot John is dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, damn, bro. And I knew him since we was like 15, 16 years old. And then it's just like you go around the next corner and, man, my other little sister knocked up. And that's 3
Right.
babies. And we going to have to go fuck hers back. Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, we going to have to we don't have to fuck her baby daddy.
Yeah.
First baby daddy stupid.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, in every turn and every aspect of life, man, you just walk out and it's something.
Yeah.
It may be good. A lot of times it's not coming from where we come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's always something.
Right.
So to just stick on like, man, listen, I won't lie to you. Like, I didn't grow up with Gucci in my house. Or, you know, like
Right.
the end thing is to talk about what you got. And
Right.
like, I didn't have diamonds in my house. And,
Right.
you know, like,
right.
shit.
I think that's the end thing to me.
Yeah, like,
yeah, I mean,
everybody want to talk about money, but shit, like,
Yeah.
they forget about what you did before you, man. Listen, it was plenty of sleepless nights, and,
Yes.
and the heat wasn't on, and
Yes.
sleeping in a car, and
Yes.
fuck all
Yes.
that. Like, so
Tell
it's,
it. Tell it.
It's so
Yeah.
much
I've
more.
been there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bro, it's like it's just so
Yeah.
much more to life than
Yeah.
you know the fashion and the cool shit. The hip shit is cool. Like
Right.
keep that there on the cool side. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because if you grew up in any real house, you only did the cool shit on the weekends if you had enough money to do the cool shit on the weekends.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
it's just
Yeah.
life, man.
Bruh, I love that. That's such a real answer, and it's so funny. This is the God-given ability that we've been given.
Yeah.
We can take a situation like going around the corner and seeing your homie got killed, then going around another corner and seeing that your cousin got knocked up and got babies that she can't take care of, and you take that and you do something positive with it.
Facts.
You make a song that inspires somebody,
Facts.
or you go in the community and do something positive, or you nice to somebody at work. You know what I'm saying? It's funny how it's almost like how our bodies work. We take food that tastes good and all that, and we use it to power ourselves, and it comes out as, you know what I'm saying? We take shit that we see every day, and we try to take it and we ingest it and kick it back out as goodness if we can. You know what I'm saying?
If
It's
you
crazy.
can't lay a blueprint for the person behind you, what good are you? For me to
yes.
let you trip over the same stones that I tripped over in life,
Yeah.
shame on me.
Right.
And that's where we go, like the whole saying, and I ain't gonna get deep on it, but like the whole saying of it takes a village to right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, even more now, shit, it
Yeah.
takes like a whole state. We need it because if you're not fighting, if you're not fighting crooked ass police or crooked ass system, you fighting. What makes you want to fight the dude around the corner? All right, so we repping blocks. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I understand people
Yeah.
got neighborhoods and gangs, and all right, cool. Everybody's on this gang thing, right? But what do you own on that block?
Not a fucking thing.
Yeah, so it's just like,
Not a
all right,
fucking
so
thing.
now you're fighting for a block that the government taxed your mother or your grandmother on, that you don't own it. She's struggling to pay bills, and you're gonna go fight for the number on the block of what street? Who owns it? What you pay taxes just like I pay taxes, and what they doing? They sit back laughing at all our asses. So it's just like an aspect, bro. We got to, yeah. And that's why I say I don't want to get too deep off into it. But,
No, that ain't too deep. That's real, because what are you doing? You fighting for a block that you own nothing on.
Nothing.
Does that help your mother that's paying? Does that help your father that's paying for bills to
fucking-
live on that block?
the fucking
Like that-
couch is from Renter Center. We don't even own the couch, and you fighting for the
Like,
block.
what the fuck? Like,
Like,
come on,
straight
man.
up.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
stop it. I hear you, bro. But we gotta take that sludge,
Yeah.
and make it sweet.
Yeah,
You know
we
what
got to
I'm
turn
saying?
it around, and it's cool
For
because
real.
it's just people before me. They told about the fun part of life and the shining part of life, and it's cool because they all had struggles, and it's anybody. Hell, if you come from a house where you didn't know what a bank account was to versus I got millions, of course you're gonna talk about the good times. You don't want to remember
Word.
the hard times, but at the
Word.
same time, you owe it to the people behind you to like, hey, bro, listen, like it comes with this. This comes with this. Change is cool to cop, but more important is lawyer fees. A great man said that. A great man said that. Jay-Z said that.
I like, okay, look, we on High Off the Glass right now with Kizzy. He is dropping all jewels. I appreciate it. Dude, look, you dropping them, bro. Like, okay, what's your latest album?
The last one I have dropped, Sky Stories 2. It is now available on iTunes,
Tell them.
Spotify.
Tell them. Get it, y'all.
It's not on Tidal, but you could pretty much Google. I'm on Google Music, and that's my latest, Sky Stories. Sky Stories 2.
Bet.
Turbulence. I called it Turbulence.
What's the first single you dropped off it?
The first one I dropped off of it actually is the intro.
Ooh,
The
word.
intro- the
You
intro?
dropped the intro as your single?
Yeah, like
Oh, it must be killing it.
So
It must be
how
sick.
this goes is, I addressed a lot of things in my life that I'm going through, and it's probably like 32, 36 bars straight, no hook. And it's just how it comes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it
Wait. No hook, bruh?
No.
No chorus?
No chorus.
Just straight lyrics, bars.
Just straight through. This is how
I'm about to
it
get
comes
excited.
on. I
I'm about to get
actually
excited.
shout out to BOD Empire. I just shot the video like 2 weeks ago, so it'll be coming out in a while.
Bet
in a
that.
second.
That's a bet that.
Yeah, but I felt some type of way, and I
Yeah.
just people get away from it. Like even
Yeah.
intros used to mean something.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
like even with the last one you got,
Yeah.
I got the when you Black in America. That's
Yeah,
the
the intro. Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
to make a statement from the jump. We'll get into all the cool hip fun
Yeah,
shit, but
yeah.
like, let me just while I have your attention,
Right. That's true.
Yeah.
You never have somebody's attention more than off that first jump.
That first jump.
Yeah, I mean, oh wow.
So it's,
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like the stomach shot, like
Wow.
I'm coming. Yeah.
Get the people your socials.
Yeah. So on everything. Well, no. In crowd _ KIZZY Kizzy. That is Twitter. That is Instagram. My Snapchat is him downstairs.
Him downstairs.
Him downstairs. And
Y'all know
you
where it's
can
from.
find me on Facebook. I'm not on there a lot, but I do post what I got going on under Ray the Kid. That's RAY_DA_KIDD.
Bet. That sounds good. Yo.
Yeah.
Dude, you are freaking doing it.
I'm trying to, bro.
Man, go ahead.
Trying to. We need some more realness back in life.
We do. But let's talk about these damn C's, dog. Like, okay, look, because, like, we won today, and
Domination at its
I've
finest.
been trying
Domination.
I've been trying to hold it in. You know what I mean?
Milwaukee who?
Bruh. But say that again.
Milwaukee who?
Oh, yeah, we said it.
They call buckshots.
Bump y'all. I want to cuss at y'all so bad, but I ain't going to go off because we not in control yet. You know what I mean? This is the first game, but that was a dominant win. What was the final score was?
I know 12-9. Was it 112-90?
Oh, I got it right
22?
here. It was 112-90, like you had said. Perfect. Bruh, the way we just went off, I mean, and just what's going on with the Warriors? Did you see that?
Let me check in here. Do.
How they going?
Survey says it's reloading. It's reloading.
It's all right. My shit is taking forever, too.
I don't have Wi-Fi in this studio. I didn't.
I don't. I should have hooked mine up. I'm sure. Oh, you know what's happening? We need to cut. Unless you on the Wi-Fi here, you should cut the Wi-Fi off on your phone.
53-53 halftime.
Uh-oh. What do you think? All right, we're going to get to y'all in a minute. But anyway, I was just... The way that they were able to just... I don't know how much of the game you saw, but I watched almost every minute. The way they were able to slow Giannis down.
Yeah.
Like, Giannis finished... I know he finished with less than 20 points. Every time he went to the cup, it's either Al was all over him, Baines was all over him. It was a double team. Marcus Morris was coming to help. They had a plan and they worked that bitch.
You're going to have to learn to shoot, young man.
Yes, sir. And he hit he hit a 3.
Yeah.
He hit A3.
A3.
You know what I'm saying? And what else? He hit, I think, maybe a field goal. But, man, it was, he had 22 points.
Yeah.
Damn. How the hell did he still have 22 points? 7 of 21 field goals.
That's bad.
That's pretty good. 7 of 21. That's pretty good for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, great for us.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And free throws, he's not a good free throw shooter. Missed half, 5 of 10. So and damn, he still had 22 points. Good God.
To the gym.
Dude is a load, man.
To the gym. He is a
so
monster.
He is so damn good.
It's the same thing as when LeBron came in, man. Until you get the jumper.
True.
Even the great Mike went through this.
True.
Until you get the jumper.
And Mike had a jumper, though.
Yeah.
Mike just didn't have a team. Mike had a jumper. Like, Mike jumper, okay, people want to say that and hate on his jumper from early in his career. Yeah. But how are you going to hate on it? The first thing you ever seen him do was at UNC hitting the goddamn jumper to win the championship. Now, Worthy was the man. I ain't taking nothing away from Big Game. Yeah. Y'all know this is my shit. I know my basketball. So Big Game was the man on that team. Sam Perkins was dope on that team. But the first thing you saw Mike was hitting that goddamn jumper. You know what I'm saying? Then I seen Mike in '86, his second year in the league, cross up Larry and Jay on him. The fuck?
I think.
So why do people hate on this jumper for?
I don't necessarily think they hate on it.
They do,
bro. You know what it was? He wasn't efficient with the turnaround fadeaway. Like later on in the career, everybody got so accustomed to the turnaround fadeaway off the elbow.
True.
The right elbow.
True.
He would take you and he could spin left and spin right and hit the fadeaway. And,
Yeah.
and I think in his And it's like everybody who comes in. When you're young, you have all the energy, and he's taking you off the dribble. He's going to go around you. He's faster. It's just you play an old man game when you get a little bit older. Like if you ever go, like you go to the YMCA. Right it's an old man in there. He ain't gonna cross you, but he gonna wet them draws.
He gonna work your ass
every time he shoot.
I just don't get how people would hate on his jumper. Anyway, getting off subject. What's the name? Yeah, Giannis still had 22, had 8 boards. The brother damn near had a double. Yeah. And 3. Damn, he hit 3 threes.
They lost.
Shit.
They lost with Bledsoe. I believe Bledsoe ended with 8 or 10 points.
Yo, you're close right there with 6 points. He had 6 points. Sterling Brown only had 3.
And he left hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And this is what also killed him too. Brogdon being out.
That's what I
said. Knew Brogdon being, because he's out for 1 and 2. That was going to be huge for them. And then Brook Lopez, who's like a damn near assassin from 3 this year. He only had 3 points. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we shut him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He still did his thing. But nobody else really got off.
I think they defensive plan worked. Like, we'll give you the lane.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come out. You're gonna have to come down here and shoot over all these trees. We're gonna give you everything from like 15 foot and out.
Right.
So we dare you to shoot.
It's crazy, and really the only people that threw up the points for us was Al, Kyrie, and Jalen.
Yeah. They
threw up the points. Marcus Morris.
He only balled, bro. He was the difference.
And that's true. And that's what I love about my Celtic team. You can have a low scoring outage, but you still can impact the game in so many ways. Marcus fucking Smart.
Yeah.
Miss you, Smart. Can't wait till you come back.
Man, can't wait till that dude come
back.
I met him, bro. He's a really cool guy.
You met dude?
I met him.
Stop playing.
Tatum. Yeah.
Word?
I literally was just in LA with Tatum for his birthday.
Hell no.
Crazy.
Talk about it.
Great. We went to Shaquille's soft opening.
Shaquille what opening?
Yeah, Shaquille has a soft opening so downtown LA, right across from Staples, is a place called Novo, and Shaquille has a new restaurant he opened called Shaquille's.
Oh.
And so like one of Tatum's great friends is Gussie. So me, Gussie, and his big brother Beam all grew up here, because Tatum is from here.
Right.
And so like
the STL in the house.
Yeah, so the last 2 years I get to go with them for their birthday. Celebration. So 2 years ago, it was in Houston.
Yeah.
When Houston had to run the 14-15 game, and they beat Boston in Houston. I was there for that game.
Yep.
And so I was there for them when they beat LeBron in L.A. Like his birthday about a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's that LA game you told me you was going to.
Yep.
Oh, crazy. Wow. You didn't tell me the other part of the story. I'm glad you said that for the cast.
Yeah,
damn.
It was crazy, bro. Like Sam Cassell, Teron Scalabrine was there.
Scals was there.
Lisa Ray. What's the guy who played Urkel?
Jaleel White.
He was there.
Wow.
Like, bro, you name it. Like Shaq is like huge in real life.
Yeah.
His championship ring is like bigger than my head in real life too.
Yeah.
I want y'all to know that.
Yeah, that thing's dumb big.
His son Sharif was there.
Wow.
Yeah, like the little kid too, the little one with the jump shot. I can't think of his baby son's name. He was there because it was like a soft opening for a restaurant.
Yeah.
Bar and like man, crazy. Like,
how was the food?
I was so stoked. I didn't eat. The cheesecake was great though.
You didn't eat?
It had desserts. I didn't eat the food.
You were scared to eat?
Well, no, it was just like after the game, and I ate at the game. So it's
okay.
You around like.
Yeah.
Here it is. I've been doing music for a while, but I'm not around this many stars ever in a day of my life. Like,
yeah.
I was still gawking at Lisa Ray like
Lisa Ray. She's still like super bad in real life.
Beautiful in real life, bro.
Oh wow.
Beautiful in real life.
I figured. Yeah, she's still gonna be super bad.
A peach with a peach.
Wow. I know it is. Oh, that's damn. Well, I'm glad you got to go to that, man.
That was love, bro.
How close are you with JT?
No, I won't say I'm the close. We've met a couple times and we slapped fives. I think because I have a distinct hairdo.
Yeah. So you'll stick out to him. Yeah, no doubt.
But more so, I had a conversation with Smart. That was 2 years ago because he wasn't there at the after party this year.
Okay.
So last year, like, we were out at an undisclosed place, I can't say, where they throw a lot of money and have a lot of fun.
Y'all can guess.
Yeah. And that was in Houston. And, like, man, I tell you this, too. Chris Paul bodyguard is, like, great, bro. Dude is, like, he's like a Jean-Claude Van Damme on steroids.
He is?
Yeah, bro. And dude was in a suit, too.
Because Chris Paul's a dick.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't like Chris Paul.
He was decent. He was decent.
He was decent to you?
He was decent.
When you met him?
I guess because it's off the court. They all different people.
He's a fucking dick. I don't like him. I've seen him hit too many people in the balls, man.
Yeah.
I just seen it. And I seen, like, just how he's a poodle, a.k.a. pit bull.
He's like a tall, short man syndrome.
He's a
Because he's bigger than me. He's bigger than me, but he's short compared to them.
Yeah,
because
he's what in real life? What is he? 6'2", 6'3"? Yeah. So of course, you know what I'm saying. But he just come off like a dick to me. Yeah. I've seen him do it. But he's competitive. You know what I'm saying. I just want him to be healthy and do something.
Yeah, Scary Terry was cool. Jaylen Brown was cool.
Nice, that's my boy, Scary.
Like they were cool, and then because you can't just pull out your phone and with these people.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't.
whack as fuck.
So it's just like it was literally me and my lady, and then JT Dad was there. I sat and talked with him. I got to talk to him for a while.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was there.
Ari was with you?
Yeah, Ari was with me.
Ah, that's tight.
Both
that's
times.
tight.
So like she got to see it with me, and it was just like, man, it was just love, bro.
Shout out to Ari. Hey, what up, girl?
Yeah, big hit.
That is so dope, man. I think one thing I've noticed in certain cities have this type of thing with their citizens, but I think more so in St. Louis. If you're a St. Louisan, you see another St. Louisan, and y'all outside of St. Louis, y'all gonna dap. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know each other, y'all gonna say what's up. You know what I'm saying?
That Cardinals hat is like a bat signal.
I
think that's what like Tyronn. I say Tyronn. Tyronn Lue doesn't know me personally. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm standing there, and he comes over to me.
Mexico, and shout out to Mexico.
Yeah, and he gave me 5. But it was just more so. I heard he's from like the outskirts of Missouri somewhere.
Yeah. Mexico, Missouri.
Okay,
yeah. That's what I said. Yeah, Mexico, Missouri.
So I'm sure when he seen the hat, it's just like it ain't many people gonna wear their hat out.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So he came and we kind of dapped up and it was cool. Like Sam Cassell was real cool as well. Right? And so because I keep the hat on everywhere I go.
Right.
Whenever I'm outside of the city, I keep the St. Louis hat on. So.
Right. You got to. I feel you. That's your thing. You got to rep it.
Yeah.
That's why I got this. God damn it. Yeah. I represent Massachusetts out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Springfield born and raised. Let's do this.
He would tell you how we met us because I had a Celtics hat on. He was like, "What you know about that hat you got on?" And I was like, "Yeah, okay, buddy."
That's how we got the rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I get cool with the coolest people off of like this one cat I know. I know him to this day. He's supposed to be on the show. Where you at, Jules? I'm just shouting you out right now,
Where
punk.
you at, Jules?
You know what I'm saying? Jules, where you at? See, even Kizzy said it. He, me and this cat worked at Street Side.
Word.
Back in 2001. He moved here from Washington State. I moved here from, actually, I was coming from Washington State because I was in the service. I was in the service after I was in the Navy in Washington State. After I got out the Navy, stayed in Washington State for a little while, then shot from there to St. Louis because I had family here.
Right.
And me and him working at Streetside one day, and we in the back doing something with some CDs or some shit, and I see this fat-ass Woo symbol on his bag. I'm like, what the fuck you know about Woo? You know what I'm saying? And me and him got cool off that. You know, I've known that man, I've been here since 01. It's 18 years? Yeah, 17 years later, 18 years later. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So
off the Woo symbol.
All off the Woo symbol. You know what I'm saying? It's all off of, it's when people see things they are familiar with and whatever it is, a lingo, a symbol, a whatever the hell, a memory, a song, they can connect off that. It's dope. And here we connect off sports and marijuana. You know what I mean? That's how we do.
Big facts.
So yeah, I was just happy about the Celtics. They did their thing today. Kyrie, man, I'm telling you,
like the man.
He's worth the price of admission, bro. That dude, I just, bro. All I'm saying is, man, why don't you just stay in Boston, bro?
I would like it. I would like it.
I want him to stay. I want him to stay if he wants to stay. You know what I'm saying? I really think he would be good. Like, why you really want to go to New York and us kick your ass every time we play you? Like, you really want that, bro? Like, you want that noise? Like, come on, man.
I just want him to keep the nucleus together. I don't want you to get rid of Brown or Tatum for Davis. I don't.
Yeah, no, you don't. You can't do that.
I don't.
You can't do that. Why would you get rid of, like, and to me, I would love to, I'd give anything in the world to talk to Danny Ainge. Yeah. Just honest question. Danny, would you really give up 2 young, about to be all-stars?
Give them the picks.
For somebody who could leave in a year and a half.
That
don't even for real want to be there. You really want to do that, bro?
Get rid of the picks.
Do you want to do that?
This is what you acquired all of this
Come
stuff
on,
for.
man.
Like, listen.
That is what you got all these picks for. Thank you, Brooklyn, for your dumb ass. Like, this is why we got all y'all picks. For this shit.
And let them build a nucleus. I say
right.
This, I say this to anybody who thinks we might be wrong with this.
Man.
Look at OKC. Imagine what they gave Harden away for. So now look at Harden.
They gave Harden away, bro, because they couldn't afford him. I don't think that's the same thing.
But they didn't want to go over the cap. Remind you this, a couple years ago, he went over the cap, and he didn't have a Harden, Durant, and Westbrook. This was the problem. He could have went over the luxury tax at that time.
Yeah.
He just didn't want to.
You mean OKC didn't
Yes,
want to?
they didn't want to. I say he meaning the owner.
Yeah.
So with that being said, look at you now.
Yeah.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's worth the gamble.
Yeah.
Because if he would have did it then.
Yeah, he could have saved a lot of money and been dope. Yeah.
And that three-headed monster would have brought you could have raised the ticket prices bro, look at what people getting paid
God, I love
now.
basketball so much.
Look at what people are getting paid now versus what you didn't want to do 5 years ago?
Get it all out because I'm about to crush you. Go ahead. Get it all out.
Go ahead.
No, you done? No,
Yeah,
you done?
yeah.
You make a great point, but here's the thing. Everything you're basing this off is a hypothetical. Do you really think he would have been that dope if he had to share the ball with Russell Greedy Ass and KD? He wouldn't have got that many shots. That's why he's what he is now, because he's in Houston. He's the Jordan of that team. He can take all the fucking shots if he wants, or pass the ball, or whatever, or lose in the playoffs like he always does. He wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have had the space to do that in Oklahoma.
They kept Cephalosha in the starting lineup. Where's Cephalosha?
Cephalosha wasn't taking as many shots as Harden could have took.
But
Ceph he's not a scorer. He's almost a defensive. He's almost more of a defensive stopper.
He kind of was. He was alright.
He got fucking beat up by the goddamn New York Police Department and need to pay that man his money. That was fucked up.
I am agreeing with
them
you on
fucking
that.
pigs in New York fucked that man career up.
They definitely should have paid him.
Bullshit.
They definitely should have paid him.
Fuck you, pigs.
And shout out to Cal Korver too, who put that out in his letter that he actually.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Cal. That was real.
Yeah. So, but I still say with this. Do you think Russell would even be with the ego that he has if they would have kept Harden? Because the ball wouldn't have been in his hands if they would have kept Harden. He has the ego.
Harden was coming off the bench.
True, but I'm saying so.
He was the sixth man, so the ball still would have been with Russell.
But my point exactly. If you think he would have still came off the bench, even the next year, you think he would have still came off the bench?
Yes, bro, because you're looking at it from a 2019 future
What
where.
year was that?
Huh?
What year was that?
That was 2012.
2012.
That was 2012. You're looking at it from a 7 years in the future with everybody on separate teams.
What did he average his last year at OKC?
I don't know, but I know one thing. In that final,
He was badass.
and Harden in that final was a no-show, just like he is in every big game. He was a no-show. But listen what I'm saying, though. You're looking at this from a future where all three of those players are somewhere fucking else except for Russ, and Houston, and Harden is the man in Houston. You got to look at it from the 2017 point of view, of the 2012 point of view. The 2012 point of view is, would he still be cool? Yeah. But would he took his shots? Yeah. But from the bench, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he would have got a starting spot once they got rid of Ibaka. Let's just say they got rid of Ibaka, which they did.
Right.
Then maybe he would have started spot. But if I'm smart, if I'm the coach, if I'm the GM, I would want him coming off the bench because you want a strong six man.
You needed a six. I don't even remember who else was on that bench either.
Back then?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh.
We might have to come back to that one day.
Yeah.
And look at that.
That's a good what if right there. But I mean, I'm just bro. It wouldn't. I don't.
They all technically couldn't do it by themselves because even KD still has Steph. I don't care what no one says.
Yeah, they all needed each other. I really think KD shouldn't have been a punk and left OKC. He should have stayed and made that happen.
And Harden should have too.
No, it's not. It wasn't Harden's fault.
It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I don't believe you can't blame Harden.
No, he got traded.
Yeah, he got traded.
He got traded. He got traded, and he was upset about it. He was clear.
Yeah, because he wanted to stay.
He didn't believe that they were gonna do it.
Right.
But
right.
I just still say, in a sense, imagine what you would have had if you just would have. Because look at where contracts has went since then.
Yeah.
Imagine what you would have had if you just would have paid it.
Yeah. And again, though, I think they would have had a very good team, a team that would have been competing for championships, but I don't think it's like a clear-cut winner.
So from the West, San Antonio was still dominating back, basically. At that
San
time.
Antonio was still doing their thing.
Yeah.
Dallas was still good as fuck. What is it? 2012. Not really. They came in kind of brushed Dallas away because after Dallas won the
championship, that's when LeBron went to the Heat and all that good crap. Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So so in the West they would have been dope, but then they still would have had to compete with that Miami monster.
Maybe you should ask that question one day on a poll. though, do you think if Harden, KD, and Westbrook would have stayed together, could they have beat the Heat of Chris Bosh, Wade, and LeBron?
That's a good fucking question.
Before the Ray Allen trade.
Wow.
Before the Ray Allen trade. That would have been.
I'm gonna put that.
That would have been nice to see.
I'm gonna make a Twitter poll out of that later. Yeah. So y'all listening.
I'm going to have to go back and see who else was on that.
I might throw that on my Twitter page. Tha Great. Y'all know me, Tha Great. Check that out, Twitter. Coming to other media outlets soon, but freaking if not already there.
Right.
But I'm gonna put that on my Twitter page because that's a hell of a question. The OKC. Well, shit, you got the answer. No, because they lost in the damn finals, bruh.
OKC didn't make it, did they?
Yeah, they did. That's who they played. That's when LeBron got his first championship. That's who they played. You don't remember them playing OKC?
Damn, I think you are right.
Yeah.
The first one was okay. You sure?
Yeah, because the first one was Dallas. They lost to Dallas in 11.
Yeah.
Then in 12, OKC. Because OKC was right there. You know what I'm saying? They've been one of the best teams in the league for while KD was there.
True
you know what I'm
story.
saying? I can't believe you forgot that.
LeBron, bro. I'm going to tell you that I was the absolute biggest Celtics fan, so I didn't like anything he did in Miami. I'm just going to be real with you.
I feel you.
I didn't watch him. Like even with the San Antonio and the Ray Allen shot, I got called like, bro, you see it?
Word.
Ray Allen hit the shot. I was like, fuck Ray Allen for leaving the Celtics. Like I'm just being 100 with you about that.
How long you been fucking with the Seas?
Man, bro, I go back to when it was Paul Pierce and Walker.
Oh, you go back to him
Because
and Twan.
like the shimmy shake was it for me inside the NBA.
That fucking shake.
But it was with Amar Rashad and inside the NBA, bro. And then I fell in love with these guys because it was just like nobody liked them.
Right.
Everybody had their favorites, and it was like, man, these two dudes is fucking balling.
Right.
Bro. Like,
right.
Dude. I don't know, bro. I told you I'm hated in my own city because it's like I like them, and then I was a big Poppy fan, so I didn't like the Cardinals. Fuck the Cardinals. I'm gonna get crucified for that. I'm gonna get crucified.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
But I just care for the Red.
It's good. I just threw up a little bit.
No,
in my mouth.
I'm just
That's
saying.
all.
But
I'm
I
sorry.
care for the Red Sox
Okay.
more than I care for the Cardinals. Now I am not a diehard baseball fan. I will not sit here and lie to you.
You like the hold up. I'm not gonna say the name I usually call them because I hate them so much.
But that's home.
But you don't.
Well, I guess look at me. I don't like home either. So.
Yeah, so I got a specific reason why I don't mess with them.
And I got one too. So you go first, and then I'll tell you why I don't like the Cardinals.
Okay, that's what's up. Watch it probably be similar. What is it? I want to ask you first though. Why you don't like
the Cardinals?
First off, how long you been liking the I don't even like to say their name, the Sox. How long you been liking them?
It was back in that time. But I'm not a big baseball fan. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like them because everybody loved the Yankees and they used to kick the Yankees ass sometimes. So that's what brought me onto it because I like Jeter.
Yeah.
I like Jeter, but I wasn't a Yankees fan. Just like everybody likes the Cowboys, I've never been a Cowboy fan. Like when it's America's team, I really don't care for it. Just like we've had the conversation. My team is Golden State Warriors, and I like them when they had Mark Jackson. You see what I'm saying? It was before the world jumped on the bandwagon that they had Mark Jackson.
Mark wouldn't have got him to these heights. You know that, right?
I disagree. They didn't give him the chance to. And do you really
Mark
think
was starting
do you
David
really
Lee
think Kerr
on-
does such a great coaching job? They don't even like. He
They
what he
don't
got.
what?
Who else came when he
They
came?
love their
who
coach.
Who else came with
They
the
love
Warriors
their coach.
when Kerr came?
Huh?
Who else came with the Warriors? Who did Mark have? He just had the two, bro.
No, he had Draymond. He had Iggy. He had damn near the
Iggy came
whole
with
team.
Kerr, bro.
No, he didn't. Iggy was
came
already
with
there.
Kerr.
Bet that.
Iggy came with Kerr.
Bet 5 on it. Bet 5 on it. Iggy was already there. Trust. I know this, man. That's what I do, man. It's
It's
basketball.
still like he didn't get a good run at it. I just really believe I'm not the only person. It's a lot of people who feel like.
Do
he
you
didn't get a
know?
good run.
We're going everywhere because I wanted to get back to the other thing, but hold up. Do you know this? The other shit that he had going on with him though while he was coaching there?
No.
Did you know that he had an extortion case going with some hoe and her pimp? Like, and he was trying to deal with it himself.
That's not my business.
Okay, but it was out there.
But
but what I'm saying,
I'm here for you to coach.
Yeah, true.
What
true.
you do? What you do what you do in the bedroom is y'all like, hey, if you pay for it, you pay for it. You're on the road 80 nights of the year. Like I understand. Look, James Harden now openly says I go pay for it city to city. Like you see what I'm saying?
He says that. Word, I've never heard him
he's
say
a
that.
strip club king.
Wow.
He's a strip club king.
He being honest with it. Okay, but here's the thing though. If you're management or ownership for the Warriors and you're not achieving the level of success you think you should get, and I got all this outside baggage with my coach.
Now the baggage is different.
Yep,
I will give you
and that's that.
And you can't have that.
And he was one thing about Mark Jackson. I like Mark Jackson, but Mark Jackson talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? He almost like Jalen Rose, and Mark Jackson was kind of talking shit about management while coaching. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, with all that, and you not winning as much as y'all should, so they got rid of his ass.
But I mean,
you know
how many years did he have him? with the nucleus intact.
He was there about 2-3 years.
2-3.
Yeah.
So he got Stephen Clay the second year.
No, Stephen. I want to say Clay was already there.
Second year.
Clay was already there.
Draymond was the last piece they got before he left, right?
No, he had Draymond because they drafted Draymond. I want to say Draymond was there first, but see, the crucial mistake he made was I think he was starting David Lee over Draymond. Yeah. So that was a huge mistake
but Lee was still a walking double.
David Lee was cold blooded. Shout out to David Lee, St. Louis in the house. You know what I'm saying? We love you, David. David was still good. You know what I'm saying? But David wasn't as good as a fiery, hungry coming up Draymond Green. He couldn't match his intensity, but Mark knew his game better, so he would play him more. But that was when Kerr inserted Green into the lineup, they took off. He's the heart and soul of that team. You know what I'm saying?
I still think we give Kerr too much credit. And I love the team. And I love the team. I like. Don't get me wrong. He does call great plays, and he's a great coach. I'm not taking nothing from that.
Yeah.
But I even feel like Mark should have got a ring. Mark deserved a ring.
Wow. I'd give Mark, you know what, if I was you, I see what you were saying. If Mark could have got one more year, maybe.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like he could have got one more year.
Yeah, like that that's all. And it's not because I didn't know about the baggage. So
Yeah.
I'm completely with you on the baggage.
Yeah.
This is an organization and the front has to be the front. You can't be a head coach and have extorting coochie going on.
Right.
Like
right.
Yeah, that's shame on you.
I feel you.
So with that I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Now back to the Cardinals. It's race. They never let the skippers. We're not of color. We're not. Even Jose Akendo should have had that job a long time.
He should have. He sure should have. Jose Akendo was dope.
And and we all know. In city, we know this. In city, we know this. And so that's why I just was like, screw y'all.
Okay, you know what? I feel you on that, but I would disagree. And my thing with the Red Sox, it's two things with me. Mm-hmm. It's race because they always treated the black ball players like shit. Yeah, that's what they just did. The black ball players. When I was a kid, Oil Can Boyd really got treated like shit from there. That was
you wouldn't know that unless you were there.
Unless you was there,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and you knew that team. He got treated like shit in the '80s, early '80s, mid '80s. And when we had Mo Vaughn, who was a fucking beast, Mo Vaughn was like
That's a big boy.
Right? He was the first Poppy. He was a big
42, wasn't it?
I think was it 40? It might have been. It was 40 something. Might have been 44 or some shit. He was dope. He was the first big Poppy we had, and but he never got that love from the local media that he should have got, and the way he was killing it.
So is Boston racist?
Oh, God bless it. Why, Lord, why he just dropped that question on me when we in the middle of a podcast?
Okay, never mind.
That's
Sports.
A whole podcast in and of itself. That's a whole other episode.
Sports.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good. We're gonna touch on that one day. But I don't like them for that. The way they treated their local ball players, and even more so. And this is a whole nother thing that really drew me off of them. Well, the race thing was huge. But bruh, I live in Springfield, Massachusetts, right?
Right.
That's where I'm born and raised, right? I'm an hour and 20 minutes from Boston. Mm-hmm. I'm 2 hours from New York City.
Wow.
Yep. So I didn't
know that was that close.
Yeah, I can get to both mad quick. That's how the Northeast is. Like all that shit is boom, 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 boom. Like Philly, I'm like 2.5 hours from Philly.
Damn.
No, I'm sorry. I'm 3 hours from Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Chicago drive everywhere.
It's mad closer. Chicago, shit.
4 hours. Yeah.
Chicago far from here. Shit.
4 hours.
You know what I'm saying? So it's mad close, bruh. We had this thing called Nesson, which was New England Sports Network. Mm-hmm. That's where you had to, if you wanted to see Red Sox games that weren't on like on regular TV, like Fox or NBC or CBS, which I forget what even regular network had baseball back in the 80s and 90s, but if you wanted to see Red Sox games, you had to have cable and had to buy Nesson. You had to have it, like to get Red Sox and Bruins games. And if you wanted, and sometimes you can get some Bruins games for free.
Right.
But if you wanted every Red Sox game, every Bruin game, you had to have Nesson, New England Sports Network.
That's crazy.
We was poor. We didn't have no motherfucking cable.
We had Channel 11 for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean,
regular TV.
Y'all had Channel 11 for the Cardinals.
It was regular TV.
Let me give you the flip side. WPIX, right? That's Cardinals. We had Channel 11, which came out of New York for the Yankees. We got Yankee games for free.
Because America loves the Yankees.
Explain that to me, bro. No, it's straight up. It was Channel 11 was out of New York City. out of Manhattan, and they had before this is before Yes Network, Yes Entertainment, all that shit, the Yes Network. They had the contract for Yankee games, so we got every Yankee game for free on regular TV. So what the hell? Why am I gonna be a Red Sox fan for what the fuck?
They made y'all love them,
Dude. Like, I was just like, okay, I like that, and plus. My family, my mother was telling me how racist they was. I seen it, and then I'm looking at the Yankees history. Shit, they didn't have too many black ball players too, but they had Mr. October in the '70s, and he was the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Can't argue with
my
that.
mom's told me about him. I got on him. I was like, yeah, I'm with them.
Can't argue with
And then Captain came. Thank you, Jeter. You're the best ever.
Hey,
so
you have to be a straight hater to not like Jeter.
If you don't like Jeter, something wrong with you.
You have to be a hater.
Something wrong with you.
Yeah, in real life.
But okay, we talked all sports. I want to know. Oh God, I want to keep going with sports. Real I say that. What are you blowing on nowadays?
In my cub hole, I have Blackjack Kush. Blackjack Kush. It is an OG. It's an indica. And I am a very, very big OG person. Indica strands. I love them.
Indica sativa, and indica is that the relax, like clean your house one, or is that
chill? It gives you the chill. So a lot of people don't like OGs because it put them to sleep. So they say like it chills you out.
It'll put me to sleep.
I'm a gas smoker.
Right.
I'm a gas smoker
all fucking day.
Yeah. So the y'all can have the flavors and the fruity flavors, and it's nothing. No knock to anybody who likes those things. But give me that good old knock me on my butt. I need gas, man. I'm an OG head. My favorite being Gucci OG. Gucci OG and if you could just get some straight OG from Cali though, Southern Cali. Oh.
Yeah.
I like sour diesel too.
Yeah. I like that one. I was watching a documentary about him on that one channel that played Jesus and Merle. They so fucking whack. Vice so whack ass.
Yeah.
Vice is whack as fuck. They treat their people. Vice has great television programming,
right?
But they treat their talent like shit. Like the same thing they did to Jesus and Merle. Fucking what's my boy name? Fat dude with the beard. Action talking about they doing the same thing to him with his show. Do you know he has a show on it? Yeah. Did you know he had a show on Vice?
Yeah. I didn't know I was on Vice, but I was kind of hip to what he was doing.
That's fucking delicious. That's the name of the show, and it's a good ass show. They doing him just like they did Jesus and them.
Word.
That was so. How you gonna do? They stupid. But they had a really good documentary about Northern California and that little
Humboldt.
That's it.
Humboldt County.
Yep, in that little rectangle right there where they Humboldt just County. Produced the. Oh my God.
Yeah,
dude.
like Southern Cal is gonna get you sour diesel and OG, and then like a lot of people now like Humboldt County and they go up. I would tell you the Bay is great too. If you're a cookies or a gelato person, like the Bay is great. Man, it's so funny now to see where it's gone.
Right.
Like it strains for days.
Yes.
Like, I remember when people go crazy just to find Granddaddy Purple and Sour Diesel. Now it's just like it's Purple Punch, it's Fuchsia Berry, it's Purple Runts.
Yeah.
It's just like like 30 different kind of cookies, orange cookies, blue cookies, purple cookies, like monster cookies. I've had monster cookies.
Well,
It's like remember when it just used to be like, what's that? How much you want for that? Okay, thank you.
Right, bro. Like now it's so extravagant. It's so intricate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like what do you want specifically? Oh yeah, we have that. You know what I'm saying?
Like people will pull up and be like, hey bro, you gotta.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Per se, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, like hey bro, you gotta. And it's like
you know what's funny to me?
This is not Kroger's.
But it almost like that now.
Well, in LA, in Denver, in Oregon, in Chicago,
out there
in Detroit, it's Kroger's.
Yeah.
You know, and you're in a city where it's.
But see, in other places, even like St. Louis, someplace that isn't as progressive as Colorado and the major cities are, you know, with dispensaries and shit like that, you still can almost have a fucking smorgasbord of what, as long as you know the right people.
I think you know
what I'm saying.
You know what I think it is too. Like a lot of people,
the right folks.
A lot of people lie. Like a lot of people don't know what it is or have it. You see what I'm saying? Like man, what's the new thing? Like I see a lot of people now. Like rest in peace. I was a big fan of Nip. So I see a lot of people now. I see a lot of people now with pictures in St. Louis and they Marathon OG, man, rest in peace to Nip. We got the marathon, and I'm like, bro, I be out there. ain't no color to it. It's lime green.
Yeah, that ain't
Like
marathon.
marathon is just straight lime green. Ain't no purple hint.
Right.
Ain't no none of that to it.
Right.
Like I've had it back
Right.
then. Like you know how much I be in out that way.
Right.
So
yeah.
it's just kind
You
of like
stay
when I
out
see
there.
the picture. Yeah. So but then like if it got a little stinky smell to it, and cause
Yeah.
shout out to St. Louis smokers, that's what they look for. Like just a stinky smell. So it's just
Yeah.
like, oh man, we gonna call this, and then people
Yeah.
go with it. Like I
Yeah.
mean, even when I was younger, I foo some people like, yeah, this look like a. What's the name of it?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just gonna call it.
Yeah. I just get over it.
It's Captain Crunch OG. like you know what I'm saying? Like,
It reminds me of the cereal.
yeah. so it's just like, know your strains.
Yes.
Leafy.com saves lives.
Yes, it's not all about the smell, people.
It is not.
There's more. Shit, I'll jump into it. It's not, to me, I go by smell.
Yeah.
I go by texture.
Texture.
I go by look. I go by the main thing I like to do, and I think this is almost like the I always mess this phrase up. Telltale sign. Is that how you say it? I think I said it right. Yay. Fucking, I cracked that motherfucker open.
You gotta have to. Some people like the.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to crack it open. I want to hear how it sounds when I crack it open. And what you got? What you holding? What you holding? Nugget, what you got in there?
Yeah.
If it looks like motherfucker, somebody just doused that motherfucker with some salt on the inside, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the real smokers. Shout
Yes,
out to
sir.
the real smokers. I
Yes, sir.
have the magnifying glass with the light where you can see.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't show me that last time I was over there. The fuck? I ain't know about no magnifying glass.
Yeah, you gotta crack it in the light.
Shit.
You hold it to your eyes.
Yeah.
You hold the bud in your hand. Yeah, so you can see everything that's going on inside of it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fresh.
I don't know, bro. Like people talk. Everybody's not like I dab. I've had sauce. I've smoked
Sauce. What sauce?
So like when you out in LA,
Yeah.
it's something like they call it flower now. Like people who still smoking trees, they're like, oh yeah, I smoke flower. So they're getting it in the blowtorch, and you get the blowtorch and you heat it to so much, and you on the bone.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like
that's how you do a dab.
wax. Yeah.
That's a dab.
Yeah, all of it. I'm just saying,
Oh.
all of it, and like it's just from the pens to what I just showed you with the Packwoods.
Oh, that Packwoods,
Yeah.
y'all. Okay, future show. I was just gonna say about 2 shows from now. Hope you're gonna come back.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about the Packwoods. Packwoods, y'all. Look it up. Google it.
Packwoods.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because we gon' I'm gonna be y'all was it test monkey?
Test monkey.
And I'm gonna try it out and tell y'all how dope it is. Because
Yeah,
that shit is gonna be hard.
It's a premium leaf rolled in tobacco-less paper with keef on the outside.
Oh god.
And so it's like you're basically smoking the resin from the moon rocks for those who are slow, because everybody's not smokers.
Oh my god.
You know, and it's man, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting excited.
Shout out to Vader, because a lot of people talk about moon rocks, and Vader has some of the best moon rocks in the world.
They do?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like man, it's a whole nother word out there. It's goldfishes.
What's
Like,
goldfish?
We goldfishes.
We
I love fishes because they're so delicious. Goldfishes.
What is it? Is it edible?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
okay.
cheesecakes.
Because see, when you say moon rocks and then you said fishes, I thought it was something. Do I smoke it like a moon rock?
Yeah,
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean now I'm into edibles and treats.
Okay.
Like it's shout out to Casper Treats out there in LA. I met him at a session.
Casper in the house.
Casper Treats, and they make like single cheesecake, like turtle dove cheesecake. But they edibles.
Wow.
But they edibles.
How much
Like,
THC is usually in that?
you be stoned for life.
For real?
Yeah, like she knows. I wouldn't want to lie and say how much that they put in, but like,
Yeah.
bro, like shout out to Slurp and Terp. A lot of these people on your Instagram,
Right.
Like shout out to
right.
Slurp and Terp.
Yep.
They're slushies.
Yep.
They're edible slushies.
Oh. Okay, here's the thing. When you do, cause me, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 300. You know what I'm saying? And when I do edibles, I don't really feel it too much. You know what I'm saying?
To LA.
For real.
Just go out there.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you about Colorado because I've never ate edibles from Colorado. But
Yeah.
like I tell people, like I've been to the certain thing where I ate brownies and I ain't really get high. And then somebody else has ate the brownie and they've been stuck. Sitting next to me and they couldn't move.
Yeah.
But we have a higher tolerance because we smoke so much.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
like I tell you this too, like until you know somebody who professionally makes those, bro, you never know how much weed is really going in it. Like and that's the game you play
True.
with people.
True.
Yeah, until you know, like,
So true.
Like when you know you go into a store and going to get it, them people are probably measuring how much, and it's probably gonna put you on your ass.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But your little man around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wonder because I've had them where like, it's a body high, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly what
and I do feel it, but then other times I've had it and I was just like, maybe I should eat two of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But then you fuck around and eat two and you fucked up, you know what I'm saying?
I've been around where I ate like maybe 6 of us split the big cookie bigger than the pig, bigger than your mic guard.
Ooh.
Ah man, the whole house in LA was asleep.
Wow.
3-4 hours. The whole house in LA was
The
asleep.
cookie was bigger. It was bigger than this.
Yeah.
And all of y'all ate some.
Yeah. We split the cookie in like 6 pieces.
Y'all finished that mug.
Dead.
Wow.
Dead to the world.
Huh.
Dead to the world. Shout out to that shit.
It just made you pass out.
Bro, we was high. Like you slept it off. You just
Okay.
you was so high you had.
But see, that's the thing. Like I don't. That's and I trust me. I'm not against edibles, y'all. Anybody out there who's a big proponent of edibles, I'm with you on edibles. It's just I don't want to be so high that I pass out. I want to be up and enjoy my high. I hate sometimes smoking before I fall asleep. Because I don't need all them freaky ass dreams. I want to be awake and enjoy my high. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. I mean,
my spot, it's in Watts, bro. I'm trying to look because I usually get the updates.
Okay.
I get the updates, and this man, if y'all go out there, it's a spot in Watts, bro. I cannot think of the name. I just know how to pull up every time I go to LA. Happy Easter! Happy Easter! Join us at Elevated. It's L.A.Vaded.
Okay.
Elevated. It's in Watts. It's 436 West Manchester Boulevard, and that one's in Inglewood.
That's a dispensary.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Great.
I hope they showing you love because you showing them all love right now.
I just
they that dope.
I go every time.
I feel you.
Like LA is a very, very big place, and if you get on Weed Maps and all that, like you can find you can find so much stuff. But like when I tell you, like that spot, that is a spot that I make it a point to let me go back and.
They straight have Weed Maps.
Weed Maps. So like you have Google Maps.
Yeah.
When you get in LA, it's Weed Maps, and you type it in. It's just like Google Maps, and everything around you is going to pop up, and then you might be looking for gelato, and so they'll tell you which ones close to you have.
Wow.
Stock.
Can you put in what you want? Like what? Wow.
Let's see if I can pull it up while we're right here.
That's dope. No, I believe you. Dude.
Yeah, Weed Maps is crazy. Leafy.com, Weed Maps. Shout out to man, I'm gonna get a sponsor when I
yes.
When I get a little bit bigger, I'm gonna get a sponsor.
Yes.
Like
yes.
I do a lot for you all.
I plan to do the same thing, bro. Trust. We need a sponsor over here. We're gonna get one.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta come back because there's like 5 questions I didn't get to ask you. Bro.
I feel you.
For real. Because like this was so good.
Yeah.
This was so good. Thank you.
Oh man.
Thank you,
out.
bro. Oh my goodness. Shouts out to Kizzy, y'all. Man, this is my homie. I've known him for a little minute.
Off the glass.
This is we get high off the glass in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up for that.
Yeah.
Just like how them dudes is reaching up, you gotta reach up for that blunt.
Moonwalkers, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Moonwalkers.
Reach up for that blunt.
Trying to bump your head into a cloud when I smoke. For
Moonwalkers, aka Skywalkers, all day. Thank you again.
Love, bro, love.
Kids, come back when you after we do this. Please let me know when you get that package so I can test it out.
Yeah,
I want you to come back. We're gonna end the show same way we end it every time, with another reason why St. Louis should have an NBA basketball team. It's sad that a major city like St. Louis only has 2 sports franchises here. We have a hockey team. We have a baseball team that gets supported. We had a basketball team back in the early 70s.
We were the Hawks.
NBA one. We had the NBA one. They dipped, had the Spirits. I think at one time we had 2 professional ones. We had the Spirits and the Hawks at one time. So, my reason number 3 for St. Louis having a basketball team is there's a love of basketball here. There is. We have the tournament. I don't know why we didn't have it in 2019 NCAA. What the fuck? What's going on? But we have the tournament here literally every year, except for 2019. We always show out for those games. We show out for high school basketball. We show out for SLU, even though they ain't been that good, but they get people at Chaffetz. And we have 2 separate. That'll be another reason for another day. But we have a love for basketball here in St. Louis. St. Louis needs a basketball team,
and it'll generate jobs.
Oh my goodness, key right there. That's another reason for another day. I should have used.
They want to give us a Ferris wheel. They took our sports team and gave us a Ferris wheel.
Yeah,
Sign off on that note.
Bump a Ferris wheel. We need a damn NBA team. So
It's too damn cold for a Ferris wheel.
it is. It's St. Louis. Shit, if you want a Ferris wheel, go to City Museum. Shit, they got a
we
Ferris wheel up
take
there
a trip
right
up to Chicago and ride a really nice Ferris wheel.
now. Yeah, I mean, and be scared and cold as fuck.
Yeah.
But hey, love y'all for coming out. Thank you again, kids.
Thank y'all for coming
Love
out.
you, bro. This is High Off the Glass. This is also Oh the Great. Be safe. Peace out.
Peace out.
I get high on your memory.